Hello everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next topic, which is gaining weight. So majority of my clients definitely do not struggle with this. They struggle with trying to lose weight and they want to build muscle mass, they want flexibility, mobility, and so we usually focus on that. However, on occasion, I do get clients who end up wanting to gain weight because they've struggled to actually put on weight. Now, some of them come with different issues. I've had people come in with, health and mental issues that have caused them to be challenged in this area. I had, a few years ago, I had a girl who came to me and she was 95 pounds and she was 5'3". And so our goal was to get her to 120 or at least 110 by the time our session ended. We had a 6-month contract, and by 5 months we were able to get her to 115, which was amazing and awesome. She definitely, got the weight that she wanted to, and it took us some time of working within her schedule to get her to gain weight. But the big thing was her diet and also getting her to reduce her cardio. And that's another thing that works against people who want to gain weight is if you're doing excessive amounts of cardio, then that means you're using a lot of energy. And because of that, you could be tapping into your fat stores, and from your fat stores, once those are depleted, it goes into your protein stores, and then that gets converted into energy, and then you're basically depleting your muscle, and that is not what we want to do with the body. We want to maintain muscle mass and less fat. I work with a lot of clients that are in the medical field, doctors and nurses, and one of the things that I've realized is that in that field, it's just very chaotic. The schedules change often, and so adaptability to those changes can be very difficult and trying for the body, especially when it comes to stress, right? And stress adds to people losing weight. You can go in one extreme and to the other. So, for example, an extreme would be like people are stressed out, so they eat and they binge, and because they eat and binge, they gain weight. And then you have the other extreme where they don't eat anything at all and they exercise a lot and then they lose a lot of weight, and because that's their way of coping. So we have to find a healthy balance between both of those and meet in the middle, so that way our body is able to sustain and maintain without going into extremes of both, because neither is healthy. So when it comes to gaining weight, what I tell people is, again, lessen the cardio, and the second is obviously watching their diet. If you are losing a lot of weight, then obviously we need to add more calories. You don't have enough calories and you're deficient in a lot of areas most likely, so we need to increase that. Eating high nutrient dense foods is definitely the optimum, but we also want to increase your grains and your carbohydrates, and those are things that really need to be incorporated into the diet. And once you increase your carbohydrates, generally I start seeing people gain weight, and it just takes time for your body to adapt. It takes 21 days for your gut flora to change, and so you have to give yourself grace, because I tell people this all the time. If it took you 7 years to be where you're at, it's not going to take you 21 days for your body to all of a sudden be where you want it to be. It's going to take effort and work, and it's going to probably take another year or so, especially when it comes to losing weight. But when it comes to gaining weight, generally within 3 months, I've seen people gain weight, and that's pretty healthy. And so I would say that's kind of what I would encourage people to do, especially my clients, and is to eat bigger carbohydrate portions while also maintaining nutrient dense foods, such as increasing your vegetables, and so that way that your body has all the nutrients that it needs. Remember, your body is a cell, and so you think about how to fortify our body from a cellular level, and every single time we think about it that way, the easier it is for us to eat healthier, because we're thinking about the foods that we're eating and how to supply it to our body. Everything is converted into its microscopic level, and so it's so important to think about it in that sense. All of it is nutrients being balanced and being used, absorbed taken into the system, removed out of the system, however. And so if we can provide the right things, our body is able to heal and able to metabolize properly. So guys, I hope that encourages you to think about like your lifestyle, think about what you're eating, and maybe increase the things that I mentioned, which is again your carbohydrates, and also increase your fibers as well. So that way you are eating healthy and limit your cardio. And that's generally a golden rule that I kind of give to my clients. I don't micromanage everything they eat unless it's something that we feel like we need to do, but that's to talk to a dietitian and or your personal trainer about. But I hope that this gives you at least a little bit of a general idea as to what you can do to implement into your lifestyle if your challenge is to gain weight. All right, well, may you live, thrive, and be healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!